To 100% Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, I'll need to work against the snarky narrator to get all 47 unique endings, which will have me traveling across ancient civilizations, space, heaven, the void, and completely different video games, become best friends with a bucket, push this button for 4 hours straight, and discover what exactly happened to all of Stanley's coworkers. I 100%ed the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
He sat there for an hour before realizing no orders have come through.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
It's finally time for me to check out my new workplace. I find out the narrator wasn't lying about the office being totally empty. There's not a single chatty divorced coworker showing me pictures of her nephew, no intern vaping in the bathroom. This place is more deserted than a screening of Elio. Despite the narrator's insistence that I head to the meeting room, I decide to look around to see if I can find anyone. But while looking around, it turns out the narrator has already caught on to my 100%ing ways.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Is there an achievement?
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for
I thought that would work.
a measly 5 clicks.
I need these achievements, man.
50 clicks will do.
Rent is due. Okay.
Most certainly 50
I was just fooling around. I wasn't even trying to get anything.
I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle.
How many times I gotta click, man?
I want to see commitment. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Before I even have a chance to find the water cooler, the narrator already has me running around and finding and clicking doors simply because he mentioned he might give me an achievement for it. And of course, I obliged like the little dopamine-seeking dog that I am. I feel like he's just gonna make fun of me at the end. He's like, did you really think that there'd be an achievement? While getting jerked around by the narrator, I accidentally unlocked the first 2 achievements. You can't jump and get your first achievement. Why can't I jump? I can't jump. You can't jump? No, seriously, we disabled it. Oh. But my celebration is short-lived as it's back to following the narrator's orders when I learned that I like being told what to do a little too much. I feel great. I feel like I'm doing it.
Finish it up, Stanley.
Yes, Stanley.
5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with that, I unlocked the click on door 430 5 times achievement. I've only been playing this game for 5 minutes, and I've already unlocked 3 out of 21 of the achievements. This is 100% gonna be a piece of cake. You're joking! No! You're joking! To try and break free of my toxic people-pleasing tendencies, when told by the narrator to go through the left door, I mean, you know I gotta go to the right. Instead of the meeting room, I find myself in the admirable employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Wow. This is truly amazing. I figure I should spend some time here to see what this place is all about. I meander around waiting for something to happen, and surely I'll be rewarded for going against the grain, forging my own path.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
With that, I say goodbye to the employee lounge, closing the door behind me. It's important to know that in Stanley Parable, during a run, you'll pretty much never be able to go back the way you came. The door will lock behind you, forcing you to stick with the choices you made. A death sentence for an anxious completionist like me. I press forward, the narrator pushing me to take the first open door on my left. I don't think so, boss. I'm still unsure of what this business actually does, and only become more confused when I find myself in some sort of loading dock with this extremely dangerous-looking cargo lift. Penalty of misuse for cargo lift $1,000. I immediately begin misusing said cargo lift. Much like my audience, the narrator is really starting to get annoyed by my inability to follow basic instructions or tutorials.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I don't think you are, I'm just being silly.
Investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Go right here.
What? Really?
I jumped off the lift.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? I really do want to help you.
I believe it. Let
me prove it.
I'm having fun.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
After that arousing speech, I really do feel like it's time I start trusting the narrator.
Stanley walked through the red door.
All right, I'm gonna walk through the blue door, of course.
Aha. Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I like the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm feeling the blue door, honestly.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there?
Kind of.
Find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh no, that looks scary. Can I go back? Can I go back? Is there still time for the red door? That looks scary, actually. Does this open back up, or is it kind of like a one and done? Nope, it's like a oneer. All right. With no other choice, I'm forced to brave this terrifying walkway, and I'm starting to get the feeling the narrator might be just a little bit mad at me.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? I haven't even finished building this section of the map. Because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Oh, that sounds fun. Let's do it.
There we go. A third option.
What if I just don't do it after all this? After all this work he's putting into it?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
I mean, it was okay. I'm just gonna give it a 1.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
I head into the new version, and I'm really hoping they've introduced microtransactions for cosmetics. Instead, I find a leaderboard, and I'm all the way at rank 9,328, which is higher than my rank on famous birthdays. I mean, could they have picked a worse photo of me? Unimpressed, and in fact, quite offended by the leaderboard, I give this version a 1 as well. Due to the negative feedback, the narrator introduces a new feature he said he's been working on.
The baby crawls left towards danger.
Oh no!
You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire, you fail. The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
4 hours?
So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Do I actually need to do this for 4 hours? Yes, I do actually need to click this button for 4 hours straight. This turns out to be Stanley Parable's most grueling grind. A ballad of pure patience sitting here for hours at a time just clicking this stupid button. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. Just sitting here on this button for hours upon hours at a time as your mind unfurls into a vat of pure nothingness. But baby button Sean's tortured soul has still got 4 hours of mindless button pressing to do. So we'll be checking in on its progress later. For now, it was on to our next run through Stanley's office. This run, I actually decided to do what the narrator says and see where that leads me. Oh, is this the meeting room? It's creepy in here.
Single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
After poking around for a bit, I don't really find anything of interest, so I continue on, finding a broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Do I have to? I kind of like it in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Feels like there's a reason to be here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
It feels significant now that you're talking about it for so long.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
That's exactly what I'm going to say to my friends, actually.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Oh my God!
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
What?
Also, Stanley is addicted
Holy
to
crap.
drugs and hookers. All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
No, the broom closet ending's gonna be my favorite. I'm in it for life, man. We've got Broomy, Bucket-O, Paple. With that, we achieved the broom closet ending, but it's bittersweet as I now have to leave my found family behind. I continue on with my quest to go to the boss's office, though. But old habits die hard, and I find myself disobeying the narrator again.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's downstairs? What the heck is this? I soon find myself stuck in an infinite loop, forced to walk down the same hallway over and over and over. The narrator starts to make me question if any of this is even real. He even poses the idea that this could all just be a dream. Once we realize it's all a dream, we're able to make ourselves float and fly through space. But is that what's really happening? This whole game is actually a dream? Oh my God, it's Hello Neighbor all over again! But now it's time for Stanley to wake up.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Is it actually all the dream? That's always the most disappointing type of ending.
I am okay.
No, I'm still in the same spot. Uh-oh. Wait, no, I thought I was supposed to wake up.
Screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh my god. That actually scared me, even though he called it out beforehand.
This is the story of a woman named Mariela.
What? What about
Mariela
Stanley?
woke up on a day like any other. She
Was Stanley
arose, got
Mariela's
dressed,
dream?
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although
It was
she
a
would soon
drug-fueled
turn to
panic.
call for an ambulance, she had no time for this. So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
So did she even call the ambulance?
And then she turned and ran.
Ran? Damn, Mariela cold as hell. And with that, we had achieved the Mariela ending. This ending seems to confirm that whatever's going on in the office building isn't just a dream. But Stanley being found dead on the street raises even more questions. Is Stanley really Stanley? Who is this narrator? Is there even an office building, or am I just imagining this? And am I still pressing that baby button?
Oh my god. Why did they do this? No, please.
Every single time you boot up Stanley Parable, the game will ask you to set the clock. But this time when I booted it up, I noticed something a little strange.
Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Huh? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. Just set the clock to your favorite time. Okay. You already know what I'm going to set it to this time. Okay, I'm curious how accurate 4:20 a.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 4:20 a.m.? It's very inaccurate, I guess. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Oh no, perhaps I can invent new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready the next time you boot up the game. Okay, well, let me boot it up again. Please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends.
Aww.
I feel like this is more like friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. There it is. I'm enjoying these sliders. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Ukubuncle? Scrumptish. I like scrumptish a lot more, actually. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, actually. Help! Will you come back to visit me? Of course.
I boot up the game again to see if I can help the benevolent clock being that seems to be stuck inside the game.
What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? That's true. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Is this the narrator or is this a different character? You won't have me when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Well, it's time for me to leave. Forever? There's still one more setting we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Can I set it again? Talk soon.
And just like that, he was gone. I tried starting up the game over and over and over again, but no matter what I did, I was never asked to set that clock again. He was truly gone. In all my attempts to bring him back, I get the achievement for quitting the game and starting it back up, so actually, good riddance, clock guy, I got an achievement. Woo! And in case you were worried, baby, I'm still clicking the baby button.
All right, I guess I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
You
simply
know I gotta hit
misremembered.
that broom closet again.
I feel a little guilty about how things went down last time, so I think I'll actually follow the narrator's instructions this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did. I listened to you for once.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up.
The broom closet!
No, no, not again.
You remembered!
I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient.
Broom
and
closet,
wait for you to
broom
finish
closet!
Whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room, please take your time.
I'm loving the broom closet. Woo! Broom closet, broom. Okay, I'll leave, but then I'm going right back in. Well, that was fun, little broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa, fancy office. Okay, boss. What's this? Executive bathroom. Whoa, cool. Oh, I can't see myself. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay, nothing in here, it seems like. What the heck? Business strategy, shooting a panda with a gun. Oh, can I take the elevator? Oh, shoot. Okay, let's go down, I guess. Oh my God, this is a long elevator ride. I feel like I've been here for hours. Where the heck am I going? Freaking Willy Wonka elevator. Hello? How long am I gonna be in here? Oh my God. I like that this is exactly the same as the broom closet ending in a certain regard, because I'm just like sitting in a room, but like now I'm like freaking out. What? Get me out of here. I mean, I guess I just have to wait.
I sit in the elevator for minutes at a time, just waiting for anything to happen.
Am I getting out of here ever?
Right as I'm about to lose my mind, the door finally opens.
Hey, this is where I started. What? I was waiting in there for like 2 minutes. Guess there was nothing in there.
You know, this is what I get for listening to the narrator narrator. Utterly defeated, I decide to push forward and see what else my manager's office holds.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're right. Stanley wouldn't know that.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Well, if I couldn't know it, then I wouldn't know it. You said it best, narrator.
2845.
How would I know that? I don't like handouts. Yante.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
2, 8, 4, 2, 8. Ah, crud. 8, 4, 5. Ah, crud.
After discovering I might be stupider than I thought, I finally get to enter this secret area. The narrator said this contains the dark secret of what this place really is, so I don't even waste a second. Nothing is gonna distract or derail me.
Whoa. What's going on in here? Looks like I have to go to the elevator. This is the secret the boss had been hiding from me, okay? Uh-oh, loading. That's never good.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't know if I want to go to the let's just go to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I think I'm gonna keep going this way. Oh my god, that does look like death. Holy crow. Let's try it out. Oh my god! Am I actually gonna die? I didn't die! You lied to me, narrator.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh, I'm gonna get crushed.
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see
How do I get
the
out of
bigger
here?
picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Uh-oh. No!
Farewell, Stanley,
It stopped.
cried the narrator. Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, that's not happening. And what happened to our narrator? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. When every
What?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is crazy. Boss's office. Office clock. Oh, I wish it was set to my favorite time.
I explore the museum a bit, which is full of a bunch of unused narrator voice lines, development insights, and scrap modes and ideas.
Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after the starting to build this that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. What? That would have been fun. The previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, there's an apartment ending? Freedom ending.
Eventually, I come to the end of the museum where I discover a giant on and off switch. I decide to turn it off, which teleports me back to the giant crushing machine where I'm about to be Junko in Mishima once again.
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
I don't trust
choose
you.
it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
And I died.
And with that, I had achieved the museum ending. I guess the female narrator was actually telling the truth about me dying this time. I decided to once again go through the door on the left and actually get to the bottom of what's happening in the mind control facility.
Where's my broom closet? Where's my goat? The broom closet's boarded off now.
No more time for broom closets and paintings of pandas PETA would protest. This time, I'm on a mission. I've been getting sidetracked, not listening to the narrator, but this time, I mean business.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This is calming. Wait, come on, let's get this show on the road. Hello?
feeling soothed, they
Oh, I
calmly
did feel
walked
soothed after that.
into the opened passageway.
Getting the calm ending has left me tranquil and serene. I head back to the mind control facility. Now that I'm properly calm, I'm able to lock in and ignore the exit. I enter, discover an isolated desk in the panopticon-looking place, and so I hop on the desk.
Whoa, can I just jump off here? Oh my god! I have a gun! I can't believe it actually let me do that. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Wait, I landed.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the
hello.
Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. When it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception
I like
of the
it.
value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more
This is
content,
great.
more content, more.
Oh my god, it sounds like my comments.
We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. We call this track, Good Job, You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Oh, this is awesome. I did do it. I really did do it. Good job, I did it. Oh, that was the whole ending.
Once again, I'm back at the beginning of Stanley's office, having achieved the bottom of the mind control room ending. You know, it's been a while since I've gone through the right-hand door. The narrator kindly points out that I'm once again not following instructions and provides some direction to get back on track.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
So he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope, I'm going down. What's going down here?
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to
That
get
is kind
back,
of my
he
goal,
needed to
yeah.
go,
Oh, you didn't think this far ahead, Mr. Narrator?
From here, it's, left.
I'll follow you this time, Mr. Narrator.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
isn't this the same
No,
as the
it's to
Mariela?
right. My mistake.
I was going to say, that looked like the Mariela ending.
No,
Oh.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
He's spiraling.
It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left,
You consulting the
right.
map?
Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
All right, I'll go this way, I guess. Oh my god, why is that truck on? That scared me. Whoa, what is this?
No. This isn't right
Oh,
at all.
was I
You're
not supposed to see this?
Here yet? This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding?
You were really not ready for this.
The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
And yep, we're back in the office. I'm starting to feel like none of this matters. Left door, right door, pressing the baby button. Will any of it change, or am I just stuck in a never-ending corporate loop?
When Stanley...
What?
Wait,
what? What happened
No,
to the doors?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you
I swear to
move
God
the
I didn't.
story somewhere, or come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Let's go this way. I don't want to go to the left and or right like I normally can. What the heck's going on? Wait, I think I just went in a circle, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, crud. Okay, what if I go down here? No, this is a loop too. This is where I started.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I head straight to the door room to see if even more doors had appeared.
Wait, where are the doors?
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
There's nothing here. Why did you make me go back this way?
Aha! I
Wait,
knew
what?
we'd miss
Oh,
something.
never mind.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
All right, you got it. Wait, what? What's going on?
Now this...
Why am I in a
I'll
house?
be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe
It's a
my
dead
story
end.
took place in an office building. Is that correct? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Oh my god, I did
I know
it!
you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Yes!
No, I don't feel...
Oh,
good
really? I
about
felt
this
good
at
about
all.
it.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that
No
win.
actual work? Excuse me, does this look like no work to you?
Button, I'm pushing it. There's a button.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Okay, well, give me a
Weirded out
task.
by whatever this place is. I don't care what.
Yeah, it looks like the Jujutsu Kaisen house.
I have to restart.
Uh-oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow
Whoa.
the line. How simple is that? Onward, Stanley, to destiny. I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What is this Captain Underpants freaking music?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. This fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you
All right, I
study
will
it
remember
closely.
this. I will remember that fern. Wait, how did we get back here?
No, Line.
That
You
can't
do
be
know
right.
we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right?
I'm back at the start. Now where do I go? So this is the way I was supposed to go, so now I need to go this way. Oh my god, how long is this line? Wait, we're back to the same place again.
Again, Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
Line.
after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
We were stupid for ever trusting the line, honestly. Wait, the line's still here! I refuse to trust such a line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Screw the line. I always hated the line.
Now, yes.
It hasn't
this
done
is
anything good for us
exciting.
this whole time.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want
Wait,
our story
I'm
to
stuck
be?
in a loop.
Yes, I am now stuck in an infinite loop. Now, you might be sitting there asking yourself, Shawnee, all you're doing is wandering around this office building, disobeying the narrator. What are you even trying to accomplish? What's the point to all this? Well, stop folding your laundry for a second and focus up. You should know that the deluxe version of this game has over 40 endings. That's right, I had to try and get all 40 different outcomes, and each of these endings has multiple different versions depending on what you have and haven't done in your previous run. If you think about it, this infinite loop is just the perfect metaphor for the entire game. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, hoping you'll get a different outcome until you feel the life leaving your, oh, look, a new way to go. No, not the line!
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I agree.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I refuse to follow you, line. You are the saboteur. I wonder if I could still get the broom closet ending.
Ah, a choice.
Ooh, this looks cool.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. Will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer
Sure.
is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
What the heck? This is the confusion ending.
The confusion ending.
What the heck?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
Been playing this for
Supposed to
20
restart the
minutes.
game eight times? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
I don't think anybody cares.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're
It's
in
a boring
destination
story. I want
or
this
the
ending to be over.
They're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. Well, in the meantime,
How long
if
do I have
you-
to sit here? Oh, game's over. No line, no line, no line, no line, no line, no line. Oh, thank God.
Yep, that whole thing was just one ending. At least we can check off the confusion ending from our list.
What if I just don't leave the office? Just close the door?
But
I'm gonna just chill in
Stanley
here.
simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a
It's
decision?
actually an ending.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
Exactly.
This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now,
I'm just gonna stay here.
Is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Oh, there's a
One
clock
thing
in
he
here.
knew
I
for
should be able to
sure
read
beyond
that.
was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually,
All right,
someday,
answers.
they would arrive. Soon, very soon.
Oh, look at
now,
that painting.
This will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What am I gonna get? Is it just gonna be like a black screen and the game's gonna restart?
This is exactly what happened. Since we achieved the coward ending, I decided to be brave again and explore the starting area a bit more in depth to see if anything had changed here after everything we had done so far. And that's when I noticed something odd on Worker 419's computer, and no, it isn't a tab to Stanley's wiki feed.
Awaiting input. Now what? Clicking every button on my keyboard. Maybe I have to do it across like 5 runs or something, maybe?
Unsure of how to use the keyboard, I continue onward. I'm not exactly sure where to go, but I suddenly remember the elevator in my boss's office. No, not the one I sat in for 2 assume, and it's the other one. It's bothering me that I never figured out how to hit the up button on that dang thing.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Thank you for skipping that. Thank you, Mr. Narrator. I was kind of getting sick of that. There's got to be a way to click up on this, right? Why else would they put an up button here at all? Okay, I guess not. What if I go back up? Bet you're not expecting that. Hey, I'm going back up. Hey, that worked.
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why
Of course I
Stanley
did.
do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
What's this gonna do? Is it actually just gonna be my boss's office again? No, it looks like I can't even go down anymore. Huh, okay.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This is fleshed out
Okay,
the
you kinda
plot of the
got
story
me.
in new and fascinating ways I could have never
Okay, I get it.
It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. I'm bolted.
Okay, I get it, all right? I feel like I was told, all right? I wanted to do something.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
All right, what if I just went right back up again?
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Nope, not me. I'm built a little
It's
different.
time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin
Yep,
to grab.
I wanna see what's up there.
Up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
What if it's not, though? Oh, no, it is. It definitely is again.
Oh my
What's that?
God, it's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Okay, I get it. I should just keep going down. You told me, but this is kind of funny.
No, wait, no.
Or what?
I need more time to process.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, let's just stay. How long is he putting me on hold for? I feel like I'm actually on hold.
All right, I
Okay.
have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
All right, you already know what I'm gonna do.
30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just
Yep,
how
you can't
revelatory
anticipate me,
Stanley's
narrator.
decision-making is.
I'm
A
doing what
breath
they
of
never
fresh air
expect.
in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
You know I gotta go back up. You know I gotta go back up. Not even wait for the door to close all the way.
I've just thought
What?
of something. Hold on, let's stop. for
Whoa,
a
we didn't stop at the regular boss's
Don't you
office.
realize it's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting.
That's why I keep clicking. I wanna go up further.
Yes, that's the real thrill.
It's like opening up
Why
a
don't
gift,
we take
like
this
a gift
elevator
wrap.
Ride nice and slow.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like
It is.
nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. Aren't
Dude,
we
that's
given
true.
time
Tell it to my
imagine
Mother
the
3 video.
surprise? I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your
Cool.
storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to
I have
you,
Stanley fans?
I don't know if
Stans,
you
holy
realize
crow,
the
that's where they got
impact
the
you
name
have on
from.
them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Whoa!
Okay.
I might
the
win
rule
a
of the Hellman
Parable.
press conference
All eyes
should
on
be just
Stanley.
around.
World's healthiest human being. Oh, how we did it. The pyramid. Why is he dressed like a catchy? An evening with the world peace baby.
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
What if I just go back down in the elevator after all this? Oh, no, I can't. You know, fair enough, fair enough. I had my fun in the elevator. It was about time you cut me off. The Stanley Parable Stanley. So is this like a Truman Show situation?
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Stanley has a
It looks
child?
like they're ready for you. Go get 'em.
I love the way you ride your elevator. No one tells stories the way you do, Stanley, my true love. Up and down again, the Stanley story. The dude who came up with pizza. Yeah, I'm cooler than him. I can go up and down an elevator. Holy crap, it's like Spy Kids 3. This is more than a press conference. This is like a concert. Looks like they were rendered on the Nintendo Switch. What the heck? This is different. What the heck?
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
What?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why is this completely different now?
And with that, we'd achieved the press conference ending. A little freaked out by the new office, I decided I should probably finally explore the mind control facility. I head through the door on the left and make my way through the boss's office to the freight elevator I went up and down in last time.
I guess it's about time I actually do this ending.
I hit this huge button with a picture of a light bulb that I can only assume is for the AC. Now with the lights on, I can see the entire place is just filled wall to wall with television screens. I make my way down to this terrifying walkway, not sure what I'll see on the other side.
What's this? I can turn on the cameras.
Monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
Where am
happy
I?
with his boring job?
Right there, right?
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
But how does that tie
Wasn't
into
it?
everybody leaving?
Was it even possible?
Whoa, what's this?
But here was the proof.
Facility
The heart of the
power.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he
What's down here?
dismantled the controls once and for all.
As I explore this area further, I come across these buttons labeled with different numbers. While trying to find the numbers I'm missing, I stumble upon a code.
Oh, look. 0142.
I find all the buttons for the code, but unfortunately for me, the 4 button is up on a platform I'm unable to get to. I decide to continue on to the next room, hoping that whatever I do in there will eventually let me get up to that platform. Figuring I need to get power to the lift, I confidently hit the button marked power.
Oh, Stanley.
Turned it
You
on.
didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved.
Yeah, now
all
I can
these
be in
years,
control.
You go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley.
Oh, this is all still
I applaud
offline.
your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency
Oh, crap.
detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode. eliminating
Nuclear?
the entire complex. How long until detonation?
Good. Countdown is going, and I only have 2 minutes before I'm burnt to a hotter crisp than William Afton. I find computer screens that keep flashing the yellow 4 button, but for the life of me, I can't find it. As I frantically search, the narrator taunts me ceaselessly. Eventually, I just start smacking any button I can find. Soon, the 1 button appears on the screen. Knowing exactly where that button is, I rush over and press it. But it doesn't seem like anything is happening, and time is still ticking away. But I can't give up. I won't give up. Something has got to stop this timer.
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea
Okay.
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw
green?
that timer that something in this room was capable
Yellow?
of turning it off?
Red?
Look at you. Running from button to button.
Oh,
screen
it's
to
saying
screen,
blue is
clicking
4.
on every little thing in this room. These
What, blue
numbered
is
buttons.
1?
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this
Blue.
big red button. Or
And this is
door.
4.
Everything, anything.
Yellow is
something
4.
here will save me.
Oh,
Why would you
crud.
think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Oh,
So,
no.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
Oh, shut up, man.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
Right as I'm about to accept my fate, all hope is lost. But it's then that I discover a new monitor.
Press any key to send power surge, okay?
Another choice. Make it
I'm doing my best.
Still nothing. Desperate, I rack my brain when suddenly I remember the power button that started this all had an off switch. Quickly, I rush back.
What if I go and turn this off?
until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh, I think I failed that one. Unless... Nope, I failed.
But every failure can lead to success because with that, we had officially completed the countdown ending. I decide to head down the tried and true path to the left and right door room.
This is all different. Where's my input thing? New content? Let's try it. What's new content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean?
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Content.
As soon as I step onto this platform straight out of Silent Hill, it starts moving.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, you're
may know,
welcome.
The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
I am excited.
Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited
It
to see the
does.
thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just
Elevators
the
can be
beginning
very
of a
special, as
mesmerizing
I've
event.
learned. Maybe I was
Is
wrong.
it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content,
The content!
Stanley.
Yeah, see? You just had to wait a second, brother. There's a jump circle.
All right,
Can I jump?
The jump circle?
Finally! Oh, I can jump finally! Can I jump out here? No, I can only jump in this circle. This is awesome! I love this new content! Bop, 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 bop. Push button, push button, push button, push button.
Unbeknownst to me, my joy was to be short-lived.
Oh, I have no more jumps. Aw, that was it? Alright, is that the end of the new content?
Is that it? Surely that's
that
not all
everything?
the new content.
No.
There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content.
Okay, Mr.
right
Beast
there.
video.
Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Yeah, see?
Yes.
You just
I
gotta
knew
wait.
There had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new
That's it?
content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I liked the new content.
And with a little help from the narrator, we had completed the new content ending. But very quickly, I learned that the narrator still has a few new things to say about the new content.
Where the heck am I? It's part of this ending.
Stanley, come over here, in the vent. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares? Oh,
Okay, I'll go.
At the behest of the narrator, I shove myself into the air vent. I start feeling like that one Junji Ito comic and get a little nervous about what's waiting for me on the other side of this.
okay. You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah, I missed the
I
old
made
Stanley
something
Parable.
special and tucked it away here where
Whoa.
the game's developers won't find it. Just our
This is
little
awesome.
secret. Take a look. I call it
Whoa.
the memory zone. It's where I've been
The memory
storing
zone?
all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory
Wow.
zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October?
When Stanley Parable was released in 2013.
Back then, video games had integrity.
Did they?
As the narrator goes full Swen Vinke, I continue exploring the memory zone. I stumble upon that cabin from the end of Attack on Titan. You know what I'm talking about, right, guys? It kind of looks like that. Okay, and then I decide to go in.
The heck?
And
Oh,
over
this is so
here where I
cute.
keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
I wouldn't get too excited, narrator. Destructoid gave Starfield a 10 out of 10, too.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now...
Whoa!
It's nothing.
Hey! They said my game.
As the narrator crashes out, I continue poking around to see if there are any secrets hidden around here. I come across this spooky-looking corridor with a door labeled maintenance.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part
what's
of
here?
the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh, I got out.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in
I'm familiar.
years. These
Oh, a bunch of
reviews are
terrible
clearly
reviews, I'm
well.
sure. Oh, no. Not recommend. Oh, my
Honestly,
God.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't
That's
even
true.
imagine where
We
I'd
don't
have
need to
to
pander to
stick
these
with.
clowns. Oh, look at all these reviews. Not recommend, not recommend.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No,
I'm
I didn't
preachy.
think so.
Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
The narrator is now going through the same emotions I always go through whenever I make the mistake of reading my comments section.
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people
Aw,
down. Perhaps
it's
the
okay,
Stanley
narrator.
Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
That's
I
the
wish
best
there was
part.
A skip button.
Skip button?
A skip
Are you
button.
crazy?
These are starting to sound like Genshin Impact reviews. Narrator, you gotta start thinking about some anniversary rewards or they're gonna get your Twitter deactivated.
Then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Let's do it. Skip. Oh my God, there's
And
actually a
here it
skip
is.
button.
Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you with just the push of a button.
All right, skip. I'm skipping that, bro.
Oh, you're back, you see? You were only
I'm here.
frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue and lengthy ruminations.
All right. Wrap it up, bro.
Oh, well, there's
Wrap it
what-
up.
You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display, it's
Oh, like right now? See ya.
Hey, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and
like
longer.
click.
That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? But at any rate,
30
I do
minutes?
suggest that we not...
I'm pressing it. I'm gonna immediately press it again.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really true.
Oh, and I skipped again.
Stanley, you're back. You're back.
What happened?
Oh, my goodness.
This
I have
tree
someone to
died.
talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here
Oh,
all that
I feel
time,
bad.
just sitting here. Doesn't that feel like what we've already been...
All right, dude. Come on, wrap it up. Oh my God, why is it black for so long?
Hello, it's you. You're here again.
Maybe I've been like
I
years.
have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Oh no! Did he die? Did I kill him with the skip button? The clock fell. Okay, I gotta skip this. I'm skipping this.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where
Wait,
are the
what
jokes?
happened
Where are
then?
the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator. All right, I guess I'm pressing it again.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the...
I'm sorry, Narrator. Oh my God, this whole place is falling apart. Why does he only talk to me sometimes?
As I continue to hit the skip button, generations seem to be going by in an instant. As quickly as the plants sprouted, they die. All that's left is ash and rubble and eerie screeching. Finally, the skip button breaks. I've skipped my last scup, but when I turn around, I find a bright light calling to me.
Hello?
The narrator nowhere to be found. As I continue walking with only myself and my own thoughts, eventually it all fades to black and I'm right back in Stanley's office. With that, we had now completed the skip button ending. Now that I'm feeling centered and at peace, why don't we check back in?
You know, I've been spending the last 2 hours here embroiled in thought, and it's occurred to me, this game is incomplete.
What do you mean?
It's missing something.
No, it's not.
It still doesn't have that oomph.
It
What
feels
is it, I
oomphy
thought
to me.
myself? What could possibly be missing from this incredible experience? And then in a moment of rapture, as though delivered by angels, it came to me.
No.
Before this moment, I was blind, but those days are behind us. I now understand the true manifestation of this game. It needs a puppy.
No, it doesn't.
That's
What
right.
is- what?
This puppy is being lowered toward an aquarium filled with nothing but piranha.
Oh, crap.
Now, you have to click the second button to avert the puppy's death.
Oh, crap.
In
Okay.
addition to the babies. This is it, Stanley. Art. I did it. Video games are
Oh, crap. Oh, my
But you
God.
have a good 2 hours or so to go, so I'll just let you get to
Oh,
that.
my God. This is
No time to
so
waste when there is
stressful.
such a meaningful game to be played. Bonne chance, mon ami.
Oh my God, this is so stressful. Oh my God, why did they do this? Why did they do this? This was already heck before. Oh my God, this is so hard.
So yeah, now I have to press 2 buttons for 2 more real-life hours. We'll check back in with him later. I walk through the office, keeping an eye out for the most nanoscopic new thing, not wanting to miss even a subtle new detail.
Whoa, new content.
Good.
Now I'm
You
interested.
don't- Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Yay, new content.
No, not the elevator.
Go this way, go this way. Yeah, no, okay. The elevator again, really? That's all you have to show me? We're just
You
going
see,
back to the
Stanley,
elevator?
I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley
gotcha
Parable
game.
2.
Oh, that's better. Whoa! The end is never the end again.
Re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the
Yeah,
Stanley
don't
Parable 2
Nintendo this.
is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe.
Yeah.
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. Now to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a
That
look at
sounds
some of
about
the
right for a game
features I've been
developer.
developing for it. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that's playing the game. What?
For the Stanley Parable
actually gonna say my
2,
name?
I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
No way.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
Aw,
Here,
dang it, I
let's
wanted to hear
have
my
you
name.
Forget whoever you are and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and
So am I
waking as
Stanley
Jim,
playing as Jim or
falling in
Sean playing
love,
as Jim?
being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the
Oh,
world's
Jim, that was so
possibilities
tough
as
on
Jim,
us.
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Jim,
You feel it
no!
Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I feel the
If
heartbreak
so,
of
then
losing my
please
loved ones, my
step forward
jobs.
and press the button. Jim. Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
I'll do it again, I'll do it again.
It hits even harder the
Oh.
second time. If this were the
I really feel like
only
they're calling me
feature of
out.
Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll
No, you're not.
start to
No,
lose
Jim!
all sense of who you actually are.
No! The Jim button! No! Aw. Who am I supposed to be now? I have to go back to being Sean? I want to be Jim. I feel like I lived 1,000 lifetimes
Suppose
as
I could
Jim.
allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
That's honestly true. Please no screenshots.
I've been so focused on getting all the endings, I've really neglected the achievements. We're an hour in, and I only have 3, so I need to lock in. It's not like the achievements will just jump out in front of me.
Plus, easy achievement. I want a new easy achievement. I need an achievement. Free achievement. Get yours right now. Pull the lever, receive new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Yes!
Now,
Oh my God,
here's
this is how all
something
achievements
special.
should be.
You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
give it to
perhaps
me.
I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right
Oh,
now, the achievement
no.
is still fully broken. Gamers, we hear you. and I promise it will happen.
Feeling like a total idiot, I leave with the same amount of achievements unlocked that I had going in. I head back into the main hall, thoroughly unimpressed with the sequel, kinda like how I felt after watching the second season of Promised Neverland. But quickly I noticed something in the main hall had changed.
Wait, why did he turn around? He was facing the other way before, wasn't he? Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all, huh? The heck are you talking about?
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable,
Are collectibles in this game?
you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
That sounds about right for me. I got a thing. Oh, there's only 5 more. Okay, that should be easy. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
It's the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
As I hunt for the remaining $5, I come across a merch table, some concept art, and I help the narrator pick decorations for the sequel. Even though he asked, he decides not to take any of my input. Typical man. I make my way up a staircase and find a giant banner pointing to a dark and scary hallway. You know, it has new content, so I'm headed.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite
cool.
falling. You can fall until
sounds
the
awesome.
end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward.
Should
for
I go?
video games as a medium.
All right, and I go, whee! Goodbye, hole.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I
Bye.
do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I'm kind of having fun in the infinite hole.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
No, I'm good. I actually really like it this way. I kind of want to see what's at the bottom of this hole.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Oh.
From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more
Did
of
I hit the bottom already? Yep, there we go.
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley.
Wow, that wasn't even that long. I mean, you could have just doubled the length. I probably would have got bored,
Got
honestly.
a little heated there. I think we both.
It was
said some
really
things
short.
I didn't mean. Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Can I do this then?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Yeah, but I really like this hole.
I was right. The problem is you. The problem
I know,
is
I
that
like
you
falling
like
too much.
holes too much. Not normal. A normal.
Oh,
person
that
would
ain't
have
that the
said,
truth,
"That
brother."
infinite hole right there goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
It was definitely shorter that
Did the
time.
hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but
It
feel like
did!
you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean...
Yeah, I feel like I was barely even in it.
didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again
Yeah.
there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Yep, I've had
I
enough.
really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the
Mostly
hole for my-
infinite hole. And back in the hole.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. Let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
All right, let's try it again.
Well, there it is. The shame of my lies.
Oh my god, it's so short now. It's like a kiddie
Is this
pool.
still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed
fun.
with holes, but at this
I can't get
depth,
out.
I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
My little
who
circle.
am I to judge? You
Like a
just
Mr.
do
Cat video.
whatever it is you're here to do, and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Wait, I'm clicking it.
Is the teleport button not working?
The teleport button's not working.
You
Yeah.
sure? Well, I mean,
Yes.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
It's still not working.
Still nothing?
This is broken.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to
You're
be away
leaving?
from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you
Ain't
could
that
ever
true?
ask for.
I can never bear to be away from the hole, brother.
You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care,
Oh.
Stanley. I hope you and the
Is he actually gone?
have a wonderful rest of it.
Oh, he actually walked away. Oh, the button still doesn't work. I think I'm stuck here, guys. What the heck? The hole! The hole's moving! I knew there was something here. Oh my god, I was so smart to inspectigate this. Holy crow. Yes! Let's make this hole finite.
As I ride the Haunted Mansion elevator, I eagerly await what wonders lie at the bottom of this mostly infinite hole.
F to change your perspective. Whoa! I can change it again? Whoa! Change it again! Stanley! I can't move him anymore, though. This is cinema. He's going down. Where is he going to? Stanley! Change your reality? It's like a Danganronpa trial now. Change myself? Oh, I'm a robot!
I sit and play with the toggles for what seems like it must be hours. Switching them on and off, changing perspective, but was my perspective really changed or my viewpoint? And what even is the difference between those two? Does anything make a difference?
Wait, hold on. Maybe they were cooking with the plot to Superliminal.
I sit there for lifetimes just clicking endlessly. More clicking until finally my mind had crumbled away into dust and I finally succumbed to insanity. The puppies must be slain by my hand or yours. And I'm just a bastard who's not bitchless and scared.
Stanley? Stanley?
It's been a while since I've...
Whoa, the narrator's back. Oh, I'm sorry.
It seems you had sort of
Yeah.
dozed off there. drifting
Yeah,
away
sorry about
to
that.
dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how
No, I
about
don't.
if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
We achieved the infinite hole ending, and all it took was me having a slight break from reality where I disassociated and lost all sense of myself. Anyways, on to the next one.
Oh, what's up here?
Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but
Oh, no.
before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise
bucket
I was going
exhibit?
to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket. And I really do hate
Oh,
to
okay.
break the illusion, but it's important that you go see the bucket, okay?
Okay.
All right,
I will
get
do
out of
that.
your hair now.
Thank you. I didn't realize that the bucket was so important.
I obey the wishes of the narrator and go on the noble quest to retrieve the bucket. Soon I find myself in House Arconin.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley,
A bucket!
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many
I want it.
disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive
I want it.
dissonance
I want the
while
bucket.
The bucket is in your arms. And to be honest,
I want the bucket.
come on, give it a try.
I literally don't even care about the bucket at all. I could not care less about some stupid bucket.
Bucket! I love the bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort.
I feel so
even in
reassured.
the face of crushing despair must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact,
I love this
can I say
bucket.
that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well. I think
Really?
it
You
just
think I'm cool now?
Has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The
Really? I
benefits
should get a
of the
bucket in real
bucket
life.
seem to-
Got my bucket. Bucket. You know what I'm gonna call you, Bucket? Petunia. Petunia the bucket. There's a petunia bucket. Petunia the bucket.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I really did.
I can feel it in my soul. It's
Yeah,
going
I
to
feel like the
work.
bucket will kind
There's
of
definitely a good
bring it all
game in there
together.
somewhere. Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, this is the whole game?
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on.
What about all
I think
the
a different
offices?
Arrangement.
Okay, yeah, that was probably the problem.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh, this is much worse.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
Yeah.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply
That's what I just said.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
with respect.
Isn't that just the
With
point of
care
an
for
Ultra
the vision
Deluxe?
and integrity of the original game. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh my god, I love it! You did great.
And with that, we achieved the sequel ending. We find ourselves back once again in Stanley's office. But once we step outside, a lovely surprise waits for us.
Look, the balloons are around now.
So remember those features the narrator talked about integrating? Turns out they'll now be part of the base game permanently. So now this video is about how I 100%ed the Stanley Parable 2, I guess. Featuring Petunia the Bucket. Speaking of which, I have no idea where she is.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was
Where's
he
the
not
bucket?
doing it?
Oh, I didn't see
picked
it.
Up the bucket.
Nice.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
They redo all this dialogue for me to have the bucket this time?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
The broom
Perhaps
closet's
his
open.
boss's office was where he'd find answers.
The broom closet's open again.
Can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that?
No, it's my bucket.
The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This
It's my
broom
bucket.
closet believes it deserves the bucket. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how
Thank you,
hard
it's
it
my
must be,
bucket.
given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
I must.
This is your companion and lifelong friend.
And this is more of a supply closet, if I'm being frank. You only have one broom, no vacuum,
I've got
not even a
something
mop.
which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Yes.
Now it's settled. No more debate.
Yeah, that's mine.
No more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering
Yeah, get outta here.
philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Not only had we gained a friend, some cool stickers for our bucket, but we've also completed our first bucket ending. The broom closet bucket ending. When Stanley is holding the bucket, it actually changes almost every ending in the game, unlocking what is called the bucket version of that ending. Dialogue, assets, even the entire outcome can be changed based on whether or not you're holding Petunia. And while this is great news for Petunia, it means our work is basically doubled now. Oh, Petunia, you're lucky you're so charming and buckety.
You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you
Yeah, get rid of it all.
outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
In the words of the narrator, let's get on with the story about me and my bucket. I decided to head downstairs where earlier we were stuck in an infinite loop and eventually got the Mariela ending. Eager to see how having Petunia in tow would change the ending, I start down the familiar hallway.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy?
My bucket.
He asked the bucket.
Petunia, speak up.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end
Someone
up with
stole my
someone
bucket.
else's bucket? Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of
Where'd my
course,
bucket
very
go?
odd. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in
Where's
the
my
distance
bucket?
now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
I gotta find it.
Bucket. Could it truly
Look, there's
be?
buckets everywhere.
None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to
Where's
me,
my special bucket?
Stanley. Find me. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real
It was
bucket
behind me.
was inside of him all along. It was
What?
incredibly painful.
Is he gonna
Stanley
pull a bucket
doubled
out of his
over in anger
anus?
and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariela. Mariela woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked
Everybody
to her
has
place.
buckets in this world.
Right away, she
And he
knew
didn't even
what
have
the
a bucket.
problem was. This man
I didn't have a
had
bucket.
no bucket. Of course,
I didn't.
He'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. How cruel the world can be, Mariela thought.
Give me
And
your
she
bucket,
hugged her
Mariela.
bucket even tighter.
Oh
But
no.
of course, she had no time for this. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks. And she backflipped all the way to work.
The bucket Mariela ending now completed, I head back through the door on the left and towards my boss's office. On the way there, I nabbed 3 of the Stanley figurines we were introduced to during the sequel ending. The first figurine is located down the stairs and underneath the stairwell you take to get the Mariela ending. For the second, you'll need to head back up the stairs. You'll find the first one hiding in the boss's restroom.
Another Stanley.
Stanley. I like
To
that.
grab the third one, you'll need to head through the boss's actual office. As you head towards the mind control facility, you'll find the Stanurine tucked behind an alcove on the right-hand side.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yeah, I didn't
Now
like
I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Figly is way better. With 4 out of the 6 Figlies in tow, I head back to the mind control facility where the narrator used the move The Light That Burns the Sky on me, but thank God I'm a Rabombi. Determined to stop the explosion this time, I get the power on and take the lift up to where the facility power is located. I make my way to the on and off buttons, and I press off and await my fate.
Oh, was that the end?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Yes, he had won. He had defeated the machine.
Oh, nice.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yes! I want to be free.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grip?
Yeah, wait, that's a good
What
question.
other mysteries did this strange building hold? Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation.
You know, you were the one who wanted me to get here so badly, and it was pretty underwhelming, honestly.
Before him.
For all your, like,
This was
diatribing.
And Stanley was happy.
Oh, I completed the Stanley Parable. Well, it's just that easy.
By not disobeying the narrator even once and making our way to freedom, we had unlocked Beat the Game achievement as well as the Freedom ending. A productive run, if I do say so myself. For most people, this is one of the first endings they unlock, as all you have to do is obey. For my content creator, non-instruction following brain, it took me nearly 10 hours of gameplay. But yeah, go ahead and tell me to complete Rain World in the comments. I'll definitely listen to you. But all of that good listening had me feeling hemmed in, so I decided to disobey the narrator and go through the door on the right, much to his chagrin. I head through the employee lounge to the loading dock. I need to be free. I need to express myself. I need to jump from a 20-foot height and plummet to my untimely demise.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Whoopsie.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
And by being a little stinker, we had now completed the powerful ending. As we start down the oh-so-familiar path from Stanley's office, I notice a flyer for a figure finders meeting.
Meeting today in the meeting room, okay?
Wherever they were, Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Is there a figurine in here? What? Whoa, what happened? Trust the completionist instinct. Weird spinning figurines. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pretty pointless.
Yeah, pretty quickly, I start to get a pretty bad vibe from their figure finders meeting. While poking around, I discover a whiteboard with clues for where to find the last 2 figures. Somewhere with a lot of boxes and somewhere with red and blue. Trying to collect my thoughts, I head to my favorite place, the broom closet.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
Aww.
I'm completely lost on where the last 2 figures could be. I check around the boss's office, I even go to the elevator to nowhere again, but it's all to no avail. I decide to head back from whence I came, not noticing anything different from my previous times in the hallway. Was I doomed to never finding the last 2 statues? I make my way to this office, hoping to find anything that could point me in the right direction.
Whoa, this door is never open. 428. You are now leaving. Oh. Escape pod bay. Guess I'm just going up here.
I climb flight after flight of stairs, unable to use the elevator, but I'm determined to make it to the escape pod with Petunia. Could this be where figure number 5 is hidden? Is Stanley an alien waiting to return to his home planet? I hoped the answers would be up waiting for me ahead. Finally, I make it to the 760th floor.
Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Yes, I would love to escape with my bucket.
I enter the launch bay, which somehow manages to be even creepier than the figure meeting. Stanley places the bucket into the escape pod, and very quickly I realize that this escape pod wasn't meant for him. It was meant for Petunia, so that she can be free to live a better life than the one she has here.
It's meant for you. You're the one meant to escape, Bucket. I'll stay back. God dang, you gotta be brave. Because what else do we have in this world if we're not brave? Every bucket I ship off is worse than the last.
And with tears in her eyes, we had achieved the goodbye bucket ending. So long, Petunia. Gone, but never forgotten. Luckily, she'll be back on the pedestal where she always is, and we can just grab her and go do—
Where's the bucket? Whoa, did I actually ship off the bucket forever? Oh no, the bucket. I wasn't done with you. This is so sad.
Completely beside myself with grief, I restart the game, hoping this would bring back our sweet Petunia.
Already this was uncomfortable.
The bucket's back. Oh, thank God.
A little afraid I would lose Petunia again, I decide to leave her on the pedestal where I know she'll be safe. I once again head into the boss's office and trick the narrator into letting me go back the way I came by entering and exiting over and over again. I make my way back to door 428 to explore the launch bay without Petunia in tow. The elevator's still out of order, so I have to walk all the way up to the 760th floor again, and this time I don't even have my bucket to keep me company. 6 minutes later, and I do finally get there.
Alright, no bucket this time. Petunia, stay dead. Stay mad. This time I'm getting out of here. Well, that was it? That was the whole ending?
Yep, in this ending without Petunia, the game will break by restarting before Stanley can actually escape. But all those flights of stairs alone made me long for my best friend again. So I decided to pick up Petunia once again. This time, heading through the door on the right, I go through the employee lounge to the maintenance section. And I'm a simple guy. I see a big shiny red button, I press big shiny red button.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What is this place?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Aww.
We've come together here because we care about you very much.
Wait, I'm having an intervention?
Bucket
With
you're
pencils from
carrying
Barrier
around
here?
everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
I think they want the bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Oh my god, how long is this line? Wait, we're back to the same place again.
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Bucket and Adventure Line.
That wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
This is so wacky and zany.
This is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
I don't remember any.
He's addicted to drugs and hookers.
That was hilarious, actually.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Yes.
But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I would rather die than give up Bucket.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
Don't you dare say Bucket Destroyer.
Bucket Destroyer.
That's exactly what I said not to say. No.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable.
No, I refuse.
It also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality. To me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, I like the Bucket. No, my poor Bucket.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Puts more
Go ahead
stickers
now,
on your
Stanley.
bucket. No, how do I turn this
Say goodbye
off?
to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
And right as I'm about to have a big emotional moment where I give up Petunia, the narrator starts nagging me.
Petunia, you've been
Now
so...
listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
Oh yeah, what if I don't give it the
Destroying
bucket?
buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality.
Yeah, I don't
trait.
need to give you the bucket.
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
Oh, he's not pretty.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley
can't.
Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the
can't.
Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket.
I'd
Quickly
rather
now.
die.
The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
What? Bucket Destroyer, no. I'm sorry.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
No.
For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
You were like a firework, baby. I'm sorry, Bucket Destroyer. I couldn't bear to be without my bucket.
And with that, we had achieved the destroy bucket ending, and we didn't even have to destroy the bucket, and that's just how goated I am. I decided to check out my coworker's desk to see if anything new had shown up.
Whoa, look, I had to put in another input here. Now watch this. What if I begin the game again? Maybe now I need to input it on a different computer. Gotta be around here somewhere.
I begin desperately searching for other computers to put inputs into. I try grabbing Petunia to see if she'll be able to figure it out.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office.
I did.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Immensely frustrated, I storm out of the office with Petunia. Not in the mood to listen to the narrator's orders, I defiantly go through the door on the right towards the cargo lift.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room.
I love
Go
the bucket's
somewhere
noise.
else. The cargo lift, yes.
Yes.
Good. said the bucket.
Okay, I'll listen to the
Now
bucket.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I'll do anything you say,
Stanley
bucket.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking.
I will
to
do
him.
anything you
It
say.
should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
I don't care.
But Stanley chose not
I
to
love
think about this
Bucket.
obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Yep.
And he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Whatever the bucket says, I will follow. Okay.
Go into this dark room over here.
Okay, you got it, bucket.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh, God. Are you sure about this one, bucket? That looks kind of scary. There's nothing in here. Phone call.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
Okay.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Wait, the bucket invited me in
Once
here
upon
just
a
to
time,
roast
I
me?
gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
That's true.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Where's my bucket? Where's the bucket, Underworld? There's no photos of me and Bucket. Bucket! Hello, Stanley, it's me, your Bucket. Press V to take me to work with you. Let's go to work, Bucket.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Oh.
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
No, it's real. You just don't understand him. All right, let's go home, Bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
No.
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Shut up. Bucket loves. Bucket provides. Back to work. Wow, this is a miserable existence.
I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
Yep.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
Okay, that's enough.
It doesn't do anything else.
It's my best friend. Don't listen to the loud man. Press O to go back home. Yes.
You see, he's not listening.
Ooh, mood lighting.
He's still taking orders from the bucket.
Hi, Bucket.
Once upon a time, it was me he took orders from.
No.
Me he trusted
I
and
listened to you, Bucket.
Now, all he cares about
Good,
is this
Bucket.
awful bucket, this stupid hunk of metal.
I'll give it all to you, Bucket.
It's sad.
Buckets of
Suppose he
love,
doesn't
you know what
need
I'm
me
saying?
anymore.
Nope.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this
Yep.
cold, empty bucket.
No.
This sort of shiny.
You may have a giant hole in you, Bucket, and you may be empty, but you're full of a lot of things, and I'd like to fill you up. You believe I'm real, don't you? Yes, I am. You're real. You're very real.
Yes, I suppose.
Did I spell
closer
something? Am I
inspection.
spelling something?
It doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. More capable of transporting.
Now you're
liquid.
starting to
Might
understand,
well be
narrator.
Better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Press R to relive the same day with me over and over. Let's do it, Bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's
No.
literally just a bucket.
My bucket!
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press R to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
Look at
The
this
bucket.
candlelit dinner.
No.
Whoa, what's
no.
here?
What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it
hey,
asks.
honey.
What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Bucket!
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No!
Give it to me. Give
No.
me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it.
It's
Give it to
mine.
me now. Give it,
Okay.
or I'll...
Okay, whatever you say, Miss Bucket.
And with that haunting conclusion, we achieved the bucket apartment ending. Feeling like I had gotten my fill of the bucket for a while, I decided to try that again, but this time leaving Petunia behind. I head to the cargo lift and ride it across to get to the Scoopy room. No! Not the Scoopy room, you know, where they use the spooky. I head to the cargo lift and ride across to get to the spooky room with the telephone. But suddenly, without my comfort bucket, a sense of foreboding washes over me. Then, suddenly, the narrator mentions something pretty odd.
This is it, Stanley. To put your work aside, to let her back into your
Who
life.
is she?
She's been waiting.
Who?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Okay.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
This is gonna be so scary without my comfort bucket, though. My apartment looks much less nice
Stanley,
than
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
my wife.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh, she was fake.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving
I
wife?
did for a
Who want to
second.
commit their life to you.
Stanley.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Oh, screw
Come
you.
inside. let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Click Q on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press I.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Why do I have a desk in my house?
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
It sounds wonderful.
That he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Press B to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize
where's the TV?
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Press Z to Let's go!
So he went further.
Let's hang with the
He
boys!
imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world,
What's going on?
He began to fill it with many possible paths and
Oh, so I'm actually just in my office right now?
path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in
The
many
trademark is so funny.
Another was a game with a baby.
Oh my god! Why did they do this? No, please. Oh, don't remind me of that.
Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Press U to tell your wife, I love you, baby.
But
I
there
love
is
you.
no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality,
It's all going away.
All he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Oh, I really want to press it. Oh, I want to press it so bad. Oh, I really want to press that. I want to press Z so bad. Not pressing it.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Oh, I can hear
How
you.
can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
No!
And Stanley pushed a
I
button.
don't want to die.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
That was a very dark ending. What happened? What's going on? Why is all this stuff on the ground? Can the bucket help me? Hey, I got on top of this thing. I'm goated. Bucket, where are we going? Oh, crap.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator.
Yes.
At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began
Huge cans,
to
huge
tell
cans,
Stanley
huge
of its
cans,
life
huge
and
cans,
its
huge
history,
cans.
of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold
Oh my
numbers
god,
of
oh my god,
innocent
you're a
humans,
war criminal,
and the
Bucket!
bucket's own
Petunia,
complicity
no!
of sadness and regret. This was way too much for Stanley.
Yes!
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
I knew it!
I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
What
Stanley
the
screamed
hell?
even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
The bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power.
Show me.
Its fangs glistening like...
What happened?
God, Stanley.
I did what must be
did
done.
it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank
was
God
evil.
you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their
course.
true power.
You're
Otherwise,
you're
we would have
screwed up in the
easily
head.
been overwhelmed by the bucket's
You're
power.
messed up,
I'm
Bucket.
speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket.
nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
What a journey we went on to get both the bucketless apartment ending and the bucket out of bounds ending. I decided to leave behind the cursed bucket and go out of bounds once again with just me, myself, and I. No bucket this time. I'm out of bounds.
Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it
Yep.
was part of the game's
Yep,
design.
it kinda had that.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm over
Video
it
games
now.
are awesome.
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No, I could keep it going. I could keep it going for a little bit, I think.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the
Oh,
game any
I
old
put
time
yes.
you
Oh,
want.
whoopsie.
Like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit.
I refuse.
I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley.
Wait, this is awesome. I can maintain this for a while.
I, in fact, could not maintain this for a while. I slowly start losing my mind as the music just plays non-stop, staring into the white void. I hold on, hoping that something, anything will happen.
What the heck happened? I knew I was right to wait. Oh, nope. Nothing's happening now.
Yep, slowly losing it.
All right, let's go ahead and begin the game again.
I decided to go through the window one last time to see what happens if you press no instead of yes. I talk with the narrator until the menu pops up again, and this time I press no, which is actually what I meant to press the first time, but I digress.
Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
That's exactly what I just
Clearly,
did.
This whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
It is. It's
How
very
long will
long.
you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
I kind of liked the song,
Imagine if
honestly,
you had
better.
selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other
The
option.
narrator continues on, basically blasting the idea of 100%ing and making fun of my entire existence. Feels just like being home for Thanksgiving. Eventually, he tells me he's gonna leave me to sit in this spot forever, and he does in fact leave me, which leaves me with no option but to reset. Now, having completed all 3 out-of-map endings, I decide to grab the bucket.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just
I like the
smiled.
bucket's
Anywhere they
new
went
voice.
together would be perfectly fine with him.
I take the bucket to the cargo lift again, but this time the walkway below the lift is calling me. I take a deep breath, give Petunia a gentle kiss on her cold metal forehead, and take a leap of faith. Suddenly, Petunia and I are in a cold, dark hallway. Hopefully, there'll be all kinds of buckets here.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Oh, no.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring a
Oh,
bucket here?
I'm sorry.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Yeah.
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
Yeah.
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire...
I need to do like a game to distinguish which is which. Is this a bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Okay,
Simple enough, right? Okay, let's begin.
let's do it. Oh, this is awesome.
Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket,
Oh!
not an actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Can I go up? Yes. No.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Is what's the difference? What would be the difference? It's a bucket nevertheless.
Item
Okay.
3. Is this a bucket?
All right. I'm sensing a rule of threes here thing.
Correct.
Yes.
This is a bucket.
Yes. All right, I got 1 out of 3.
Item 4.
That's-
Is this a bucket?
If I know anything about this game, this is gonna be a bucket. No.
Are you hallucinating? This
yeah,
is a
no,
tractor.
I think
it's an
I over-
enormous machine that
Okay.
tills the earth.
I think I overcooked that one.
How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
Okay,
Absolutely
Yeah, no,
incredible.
that makes sense.
Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
move
no,
on to the next one.
Yeah, totally. Okay, this one's
this a
got to be a
bucket?
bucket. Yes. This time he's gonna try and pull a fast one on me. Yes.
Correct.
I knew it.
This is a bucket.
Wait, no explanation.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No, it can't be.
Trick question. Both.
What do you mean
Gotcha.
both? How can it be both? What does that mean? What the hell does that mean?
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one.
Do you want to use my
It should
bucket?
be around here somewhere.
It's an invisible bucket, and he was
Okay.
tricking me.
You
Oh,
and I both know there isn't anything here. And I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing
Okay,
could
yeah,
possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing?
Or is a
That's
bucket
a mistake,
everything?
Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yeah, well, no, everything is a bucket, not nothing's a bucket. I'm not that stupid.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Yeah, like,
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
like a container? Is that a
Know
bucket?
what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
I hope so, sexy little thing.
Stanley, I can't keep doing this.
You are a bucket.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship
No.
apart.
I refuse to
can't
give it
have
away.
that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to erase all buckets from the
No,
game entirely.
please. Please.
Okay,
No.
here we go.
No, 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 no. Oh, Petunia.
Was everything a bucket? Every single thing
That's
in
what
the
I
game was
said!
a bucket. Oh my God.
That's what I
had no
said
idea.
from the beginning.
How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I knew I wasn't a
No,
bucket.
This is wonderful news. We're not bucket. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But
Yes.
if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Who else would I run into? It's just me, you, and Bucket, man.
All right, here we go.
All it took was a game show and deleting every file in the game to accomplish the no bucket ending. It's been a while since we've gone through the door on the left. As I passed through the meeting room, one of the large clues on the whiteboard that hadn't meant much before suddenly clicks. A large room. Lots of boxes.
The cargo room.
But unfortunately, as you know, you can't go back through doors once they close, and the cargo room is through the door on the right. I head to the boss's office, enter the code the narrator had given us in the prior run, and take the spooky elevator down to the mind control facility.
Bucket, let's run away together.
I decide to take the bucket down the escape route to see if Petunia is able to stop me from getting Junko and Mishima this time. And if you think about it, the bucket is kind of Junko and Oshima.
I don't care that you're a war criminal. You're still my best freaking friend. I'm in it with you till the end.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
It was not a waste of time.
Farewell,
It's my
Stanley.
bucket.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. The bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
I can't even imagine if that happened. Let's get out of here, Bucket.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It was a
Wait, the bucket
glorious
actually
bucket to
died.
be-
No, Bucket. Oh my God. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. I want to know more about the bucket.
Can you see how arrogant it was for
Fucking-
Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
You're right.
Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
A
Can
bucket's
you
life
see
is its
that the
own.
Bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life.
Ancient bucket.
It is man who should kneel before the
The
bucket.
hanging bucket. Oh my God. This distance inevitably is for our own good. I thought it was going to fall. What happened?
But there is something we can do, something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
What's that?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine.
Yes, but-
Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another.
I thought you were going to say
beautiful
save the bucket.
We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together.
Okay.
The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world.
I don't know if it should be a
new
commander.
vision.
He's pretty bad guy, honestly.
Well, now that our warlord bucket was the supreme leader of the world, we have the bucket museum ending out of the way. It was time to see if my hunch about the Stanurine figurette, I forget what we're calling them. Anyways, it's time to see if my hunch about the cargo room is right. I head through the door on the right and make my way there. The clue stated that it was somewhere with lots of boxes. And as I look over the ledge, I'm seeing a lot of boxes. And I get a terrifying idea. Is the figurine waiting for me down there? Do I dare jump? As I'm looking around, I notice a ramshackle walkway. I leap down and I mean, how could I not explore this weird spooky vent?
What happened?
What the heck?
Glad I have the bucket.
With Petunia, I can take on anything, even this incredibly terrifying staircase. Okay, I'm actually really scared.
The heck? What's with all these cassette tapes? Narrator dialogue. They recorded all of the narrator's dialogue on cassettes? What's this?
Okay.
Evidence.
This is day number 295. Tape number, I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. Longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. Sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Who is this?
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
Bliss, glee.
And the emptiness in my chest.
Wow, kind of like a real bucket. It fills you up and then it makes you empty when you put it down.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
I've been enraptured by Petunia too. I get it, man.
Haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. What do I do with this treasure?
Love it.
I can monetize it.
No!
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
No, you can't harness that power.
Because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
No.
Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Oh no.
Who's there?
Was it the bucket themselves?
Gamborata.
Now, in case you don't remember, we learned that Gamborata is the one who imbued the bucket with evil power. Or is it the bucket's true form? Or according to some theories I stole off Reddit, the guy on the tape was turned into the bucket. But he was talking about the bucket, so I'm not sure the lore implications of the bucket tape recording ending, but you know what? We got it. But now we need to see the bucketless version, so I make my way to the room with the cassette tape sans Petunia.
Into the vent we go.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path.
Is this what the narrator is?
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
I kind of did for a second.
That would be all the back and forth between you and me.
Yeah, you actually react to the things I do in real time. I don't know why I thought that.
A tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory.
You did that to me in one of the endings.
Time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Now I've become sad. Look what
I'm
you've
sorry,
done.
narrator. Do you want to be a tape recorder? Oh, that was it? All right.
Now that we had achieved both tape recorder endings, I simply had to know if the figuroodle was in the cargo room. I rushed back there and hurried past the vent to the OSHA violation pathway.
A Figgly!
You're getting close now, Stanley.
I'm right there.
You've gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very
What?
soon, you'll collect
That's what they're called now?
and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be
The
it.
last clue mentioned a room where there's red and blue, so I make my way back to the room with the red and blue doors. I'm hoping I'm right about this and I'll finally found all 6 Figgle Wriggle Roonies.
Gotta be a Figgly around here. Yes! The last Figgly!
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
I actually
This
do
is
feel
doing
accomplished.
Something just for the sake of doing it.
It's awesome.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
That's all I need.
Exactly, there are no rewards for getting trivial achievements in this life, which is exactly what the cashier at Vaughn's told me when I explained my channel to her.
Stanley walked through the red door.
You got it. This time I'll listen.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
That's
running
true.
and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Yeah, let's make kiss.
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
In I go.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. No, wait, where are you
I
going?
had no choice. What's over here?
Oh, no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm sorry.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Maybe this
Please,
is what he
Stanley,
wants.
Think about what you're doing.
I'm sorry, narrator. Happiness is a construct, and I must do it.
No!
Oh, I live.
Oh, thank God.
I have to do it again.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away
I
from me.
feel so
I
cruel.
can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
'Cause I'm evil. I'm messed up. You wouldn't get it.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
Okay,
Can you do that? Yes. Perhaps you can.
I'll go back.
Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's do it. Whoa.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, you're right. And yet, I think I have to die. I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yeah.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
I'm sorry, narrator.
I'm going back.
And just like that, we achieved the Zen ending and we were back in the beginning of the office.
Oh, where'd the narrator go? What the heck?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figlets.
I caught them all.
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
I did.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
It was.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
It's pretty fun, honestly.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Whoa.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Oh gosh. Remember when I did that, guys?
I make my way into the memory zone.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had
Can
no
you find
idea
them?
how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
We couldn't.
We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again.
What the heck is
Stanley.
this? There's a 7th secret figly. And it's mine. Look at everybody grasping for the chance of a figly. Who knew it was even possible? Are there even more figlies? There's more figlies. Yes.
And here was a second Stanlerine.
Oh,
I'll
it's
be
just going
honest,
through where I got
back
them
then
all.
Of course we're in the memory zone. These are just memories of getting the Stan Littles. Like Augustus Gloop, my gluttony for the mini Stanleys sickens me.
Let's go to the
Okay,
bosses.
Let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Pretty sure the boss's bathroom.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one.
Oh my god, there's a
picked it up,
custom line
and
for
then
that?
After that, you had 3 of them. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Is that true? I don't remember this.
We found a figly in this pink room.
What?
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room.
Yeah, I don't remember
but it's
any
here
pink
in the
room.
memory zone, so it must have happened.
Because I don't remember any sort of pink room. I remember the cargo room.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What's that back there? It's mini Stan number 5.
Is that me and the narrator?
Nice. Oh. You found it near the cargo lift. Thanks for watching.
That guy's awesome. Credits directed by the narrator, edited by the narrator, music by the narrator, produced by the narrator, brushed by the narrator, starring Stanley. Copyright the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
That was awesome.
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
It was perfect. The last one in the red and blue room.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Because it happened most
Because
recently.
It was the one that happened more recently than all.
That's what I said.
Suddenly, the red and blue doors open. I make my way down the hallway that's straight from the Overlook Hotel.
You are in the present.
And
Oh,
then
right now.
There was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Memory Zone. I was enjoying the time.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready
Yeah,
to
give me
move
more
on.
figlies.
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction.
Okay.
See how that feels.
Oh, the past. This was the 6th figly I got.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh, I remember. Oh, you're doing it again.
Yes, I love that video.
I actually did too. Now we're having memories of the memory zone.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good
Yeah.
room, though. A solid room.
I like the pink, but I just don't remember it at all. And then the boss's bathroom.
These really were a treat to hunt down. Next one.
All right.
This was our second figly. Don't you remember?
Of course.
Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going.
Should we
What
do it
else
again?
is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. Can you find them? Can you find them? Yeah, I remember all this. Wait, but this looks a little different. Your memory's failing you. It was not set up like this at all.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. Oh, yes, the 2 doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this
Who
one.
could have forgotten this one?
And before everything else, there was your office.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your
Well, there was the little intro thing, I
There's
guess.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh, is this the original Stanley?
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Whoa, so this was always an empty office?
Decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
Aw, thanks, narrator.
I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be.
So you're gonna kill me?
I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun
Yeah.
to play with.
We had something.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
One more
I
run?
did enjoy telling his story so very much.
Is this really gonna be my last run?
Here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The narrator leaves us with a very ominous message after completing both the figurine ending and the epilogue. I definitely need reassurance and comfort, and that's exactly what the bucket was designed for. I grab Petunia and head to the boss's office, where I find a welcome surprise. Look, I head back to the mind control facility with Petunia this time.
Can I do the bottom of the mind control facility with the bucket?
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so
What do we do now,
they
Bucket?
decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So
This is
they
our new
set up
life.
a little couch and relaxed.
Aw.
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps.
No, let's live here forever, Bucket.
After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as
How?
well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to
Wow, this does feel like a home.
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all.
Who cares about the mind
He'd
control
never gotten
facility?
to fully explore what was up there. Never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets.
Oh my
And
God.
the state of their home slowly
It's like every
decayed
man.
as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Uh-oh.
It unsettled
Oh my
the
God,
bucket
really
deeply.
neglected it.
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path.
I'm sorry.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending.
Bad news, there is no true
This
ending.
made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible.
That's our only option, Stanley.
Was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be.
And we
maybe
have to embrace that.
If we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Man, the bottom of the pit ending was a lot darker than the one with that fun song.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Yeah, that one.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Huh?
Is this...
It takes a lot of humility to
Who's
carry
that?
on.
Who was that? Did you see that? There was a guy. There was a dude. Oh, input.
There's always time for an input. I'm still thoroughly bewildered by the dude we saw. I try to remember how to get to that side of the office. Instead, I find myself back in the room with the telephone when I notice the plug.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
Beat ya.
Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking.
Oh.
Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and
yeah.
telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
No, I
Don't
knew
you
that.
Get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
No, I got that, yeah. Yeah.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? There isn't exactly an instructional video
Maybe there
on
is.
comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here.
Let's watch it.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Really?
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh,
I haven't.
In all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward, a 15-degree angle from your body.
What?
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Why is your hand up to be raised?
Start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time.
That was actually good timing.
With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds.
Oh my God.
And no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, I'm dunny with the funny now.
I'm dunny with the funny. I think I was pretty good at that.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
There's comedy
Collecting
surveys?
hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke, and that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter.
I don't think
in
even
no
with these
time at
tips
all.
I could start making people
Just
laugh.
remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines
What
of
the
the
heck?
war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very
Is that
existence,
Gargabarjagar?
and very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do.
What does this have to do with funnies?
And their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Team Earth, Team Earth, Team Earth, Earth, Earth. I'm Team Earth for life, man.
Goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
I'm with you.
With that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery.
Okay.
Come along, let's head back.
I'm excited for this.
At the behest of the narrator, I head back to the open doors. I'll be taking all these tips and applying them to every video moving forward. Shawnee. S-E-A-N-I-E. I'm gonna tell a joke about your mother and her size and how large she is. Shawnee. S-E-A-N-I-E. Wait, we're back at the doors? Dang, I was just about to tell my joke.
Here we go. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors. They entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
Yeah.
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done.
Aww.
The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on.
There are meetings?
All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you? Here we go. You
All right.
ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I think I'll go to the right.
What the heck?
What?
What?
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Yeah, you messed with this
There was
timing.
supposed to be a build-up to this point. Now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Yes.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Is that the end? What the heck?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you...
Am I the narrator now?
It's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
Wait, so what am I?
Still not. Is it the delivery? Pale with shame.
No, I get it, narrator.
Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No.
That's bad. That was bad.
And just like that, we're back in Stanley's office.
Oh, look, the final input on Stanley's computer. Uh-oh. Welcome Stanley to heaven. That's all it takes, 5 inputs? Button. This is all heaven is? Biblically accurate heaven? Do I have to click off all these buttons? Oh, this is really boring. Is this really what I must do? Is there anything else I'm supposed to do? This is really boring. I don't want to turn off all these buttons, honestly. Hello?
Yeah, so heaven sucks. All those inputs all that time just to press some stupid buttons. But with the heaven ending completed, I head back to the room with the telephone, which I decide to once again unplug. This choice makes the narrator notice something odd about me.
How had I not noticed it sooner?
What is he talking about?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh, yeah.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person.
That's true.
But if
Free will and all.
correctly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Hookers or drug
He
money?
could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
I'm kind of doing the second one now.
Here, the real world makes sense. Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack.
What is a back sack and crack?
Excellent. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. Well, what the heck happened? Why is there a bunch of freaking forklifts?
Noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
I make my way through the open door to see which of my boneheaded choices the narrator had taken issue with.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform.
Oh, I see.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story
There's a
would make
lot
no
of stories
sense
like that, actually.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
So what's the decision that I'm gonna have to redo? Is there gonna be another phone? Because I already unplugged the phone. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. They got me beat there.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I
left.
feel like Stanley wouldn't go to the left. I feel as though it's in his character to go to the right.
No! Why did you do that?
What's happening over here?
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too
Okay,
late.
I'm sorry.
A little horrified by what I saw, I'm scared straight into going on the left path. But I'm sure it'll all be fine.
I'm making good boy choices like a good Stanley would. Making choices, putting your head in an alligator.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Well, I think you did it.
For what? What did you get out of that?
It was kind of
What
funny.
did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
He killed his own game. Like Old Yeller. What the freak?
Oh! I'm here.
Where are
I'm
you?
still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Oh, the facility's been destroyed.
Exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh, nope, I think we were too late.
Behave exactly as Stanley.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it like Stanley would. Okay, I'll do it like Stanley would this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Stanley decided to
Can I
go up
juke
to
him?
his boss's office.
Oh, the broom closet's closed.
Wearing my best good boy shoes, I do exactly as I'm told. Trying to do everything that Stanley would do to avoid the black screen of death once again. Eventually, I make it to Stanley's, oh jeez, I really don't even know who I am anymore. I make it to someone's boss's office. office.
What the heck? This isn't my boss's office.
His manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
The narrator gives me the code to the boss's door. He informs me, however, that this particular door happens to be voice activated. He instructs me on how to open the door, and since I got in trouble for not listening to orders, I'm determined to follow this one to a T.
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
He spoke it into the receiver.
I can't talk.
Right there on the wall.
I tried typing it on my keyboard.
Please speak the code into the receiver.
Night Shark 115.
I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
Stanley chooses not to speak.
You could have gone through the door on the right.
No, I couldn't have.
Whatever the hell you wanted over
I was
there.
given no
Why
options.
did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay?
The narrator continues to call out to Stanley with no avail, and all I can do is watch, unable to help Stanley go through the door.
Can you hear me?
Oh, poor narrator.
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision.
But as the credits roll, we can only watch on, knowing that sadly, Stanley would never make that decision. With that, we completed the slightly harrowing not Stanley ending, which leaves us with only 8 more endings to achieve. But when I paused the game, I noticed something that hadn't been there before.
Epilogue. Epilogue. Many years later. Are Stanley and narrator gonna be married? Oh, I'm back here after the skip button ending.
Yes, it looks like the epilogue had taken us straight back to Arrakis. I had a feeling we weren't quite done here. I walk without rhythm, just waiting for a huge sandworm to devour me. Before that can happen, night falls.
Just me, my knife, and my campfire. I need to keep going. I can see the horizon in the distance. Destiny for me to go and grab it. Oh, horizon, I believe in you. You believe in me. I'll trudge through any sandstorm to get to the narrator. I think that's what I'm doing. I would never skip past this. Because the trials and the tribulations we go through, that's what makes us who we are today. I'm imagining this to be like one of those Twitter Hope Core videos where it's like words on the sides, you know what I'm talking about? And you gotta set up a bunch of vending machines because that's passive income. And I've set up 13 vending machines, and
right as my brain finally succumbs to the desert and turns to worm food, I find it.
What the heck? What's the memory room? In loving memory of Stanley Parable 2.
And to be totally honest, the vibes in here are spooky. Wandering around this place that used to be so bright and fun. Now I feel like that guy graduated college, but still hangs around his high school to relive his glory days.
What the heck? Review, The Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel.
Yeah, so Cookie9 is not a huge fan of the Stanley Parable 2. She sounds like one of those people who complain about the Legend Saw PNG Windows 2. As I continue onwards, I find more articles, more reviews, and more discarded name buttons from the Stanley Parable 2. Eventually finding a whole heap of Stanurines. I gather them all up and head straight into this hole without a second thought. I would be incredibly easy to lure into a trap. Just throw some yellow paint and an arrow and I'm there. As I head into this tunnel straight from Pan's Labyrinth, I find myself in the creepier version of what looks like an office. Entirely unsure of what lies ahead, I inspect the rusty old computer.
What? Hello again.
Oh, it's the settings guy!
It's nice to see you, but it's tough to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Oh, did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense! Yeah, we need to make money! If this video gets a lot of views, then I'm gonna be really pissed that there's no Stanley Parable 2. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. I'm with you. Run this. Do you know how many Papa's games there are that I'm gonna make videos on? Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? Who cares? Together we're gonna make Stanley Parable 3. Yes! Yes! That's another video right there. Or at least a second channel. It's simple. All we do is change the number on the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. The Stanley Parable 3. Part 5. Monkeys. Dreams of monkeys. A door to the moon. Evil monkeys.
After pitching titles for the next Donkey Kong game, the memory guy tells me he loves my title and they're gonna implement it right away.
Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. Then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work, so no need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again. Oh my god, it's like when you make a movie compilation or like Sleep to This sort of video. You know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like I should give you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement. Yes! Alright, the achievement machine is all fixed. Yes! You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We gotta keep this train rolling, baby. Yes! The Stanley Parable 3. Evil monkeys. Whoa, there's a car!
But I feel like I was just so naturally gifted at coming up with titles, I should do it again. And while I'm playing the much anticipated sequel to Stanley Parable 3, the Stanley Parable 4, I decided to grab the achievement Settings World Champion, which requires you to set every single setting sliders to go through every single available number, which basically just means using your arrow keys to go through every number. After what feels like hours, I can finally unlock the achievement and can reset my settings to default so I can go back and mess with them again. After picking my title and loading in, I unlock the achievement for Super Go Outside, which requires you to not play Stanley Parable for 10 real-world years. That's right, I started making this video in 2015, and I'm still waiting for puberty to hit me. Even though we had gotten the epilogue ending, there are still a few endings left for us to fully 100% Stanley Parable. What are we up to, 10 now? I decided to grab Petunia and head back to the expo hall to see the bucket version of the sequel ending. But this is where we got the bucket in the first place. Was I about to create an infinite bucket loop?
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you
God,
still
what's gonna
hear me?
happen?
Are you with me?
Oh no! Oh my god, the bucket exploded.
Stanley! Oh, thank God.
No, my bucket!
Stanley, the power
You're
of 2
joking.
buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them.
Both of them?
I know how much the bucket meant to you.
No!
But I couldn't take the risk. I hope
Bucket.
one day you can forgive me.
I could never forgive you.
And just like that, Petunia was gone. Our trusty sidekick, our valued confidant, our occasional side piece evaporated. Everything else pales in comparison.
You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Does it work now?
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever,
Oh,
and
it
when
worked!
you pull it, the achievement...
Nice.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on?
I got
You
it!
got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I
Oh,
swear.
this is
It was
beyond
broken just a
your
second
reach.
ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
There's another power that be out there, narrator.
Yes, it looks like the mysterious computer person actually came through on their promise and fixed the achievement machine, getting us the test achievement please ignore achievement. The narrator is a bit perturbed the machine actually worked, but honestly he deserves it after what he did to Petunia. Now that we had gotten a new ending and achievement, it was time to revive Petunia by resetting the game so we can get the last few bucket endings that remain. I head through the door on the left and go through the conference room, of course stopping by the broom closet on the way. We need to head to the boss's office and get one of our last achievements, the 88888888888 achievement. And yes, that is the actual amount of 8s in the achievement title. To get this achievement, we need to enter 888 into the boss's keypad twice. After knocking out that achievement, I enter the correct code and head through the secret passageway to take Petunia on the elevator down to the mind control facility.
Bucket, go up.
Wait,
Bucket, go
Stanley
up.
said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go
What?
back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Okay.
Obeying Petunia's demands, we head back up and go to click the 3 button.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the button.
Oh, that was awesome.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
This is incredible.
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
Why does
This
the
was a
bucket not
shock
talk
to
today?
Stanley at last went to the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and again.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
I press 3 over and over and over again, but it seems like nothing else is gonna happen. I take Petunia, who was uncharacteristically cold, back to the elevator.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
Yeah.
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from
What's wrong
slamming
with
the
you,
number 3
Bucket?
repeatedly.
Petunia, why are you being so rude? Let's go back up for that 3.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I
Yeah.
have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
You'll understand soon enough. I just gotta click it a couple more times and then you'll start to get it.
This time, I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to
Beep,
wail
beep,
on
beep,
it like a
beep.
musician on a beloved instrument.
Come on, Bucket. See the truth.
And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence.
What's wrong with you, Petunia?
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Why aren't you getting it, Petunia? You're making me sad.
Stanley and the bucket were so
Boom,
close.
boom,
They'd
boom,
always
boom.
been there for one another.
Bang.
Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Bucket, you must understand. You must. I refuse to go any further until you understand.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
What are we gonna do?
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference. where
Oh,
he
it
would
is similar
speak
to the press conference ending.
on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others.
Then you'll get it, Bucket.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it
Also,
couldn't
the
be
bucket
refined
can
a
understand.
single measure further.
I'm nervous. Come on, Bucket. I want to make you understand. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Seeing my entire green room covered in 3s, I felt more prepared for this press conference than I ever had for anything in my entire life, and I eagerly make my way to the stage to 3 it up for the masses.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear
Oh my
Stanley
God,
speak,
that's so
to
sick.
listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
No.
He was unloved, uninteresting. He was
Oh
a failure.
no. Oh, this
And
is
in
so
that moment,
sad.
Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
Oh God.
The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent.
Oh God.
And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They
No, we
spoke
were meant to
less and
be
less,
Bucket.
neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games. No more long conversations about passion and pursuit.
Games, infinite
Only
games.
silence that consumed the space between friends.
Oh, this is heartbreaking.
Having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
That's it? That's how it ended? Oh, that was really sad, actually. Okay, let's go for the speedrun achievement this time.
After that downer of an ending, I feel like we need a pick-me-up. It was time to go back to my Hat Mouse days and unlock the special speedrun achievement. To do this, you need to reach the freedom ending in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds, not including load time. I rushed through the office as quickly as possible. Nothing would ever get in my way.
The broom closet actually almost tempted me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I almost got drawn in by that.
Back on track, I entered the code in the blink of an eye. On my second attempt, I forgot it. Okay, give me a break. This is like my 600th playthrough. There was a lot going on here. This next time around, I mean business, though. I even do a Japanese-style marathon U-turn on the stairs. That's how serious I am about this run. The narrator even does me a solid and opens up the passageway without me having to enter the code. Once I'm down in the mind control facility, I make my way across catwalk after catwalk. How many of these are there? I don't remember there being this many, and everything seems to take eons to move into place. Finally, I take the lift up to the facility power room. I smack the off button and I didn't do it. No achievement for Shawnee. Back to the start. I don't really have much to say about getting this achievement though. There's kind of just a lot of trial and error and hoping you don't get caught in any corners as you make your turn. There's not a ton of RNG to this speedrun other than that. Finally, after about 20 minutes of failed attempts,
Go, come on, go! Come on, go! Oh, crap, I was too late.
I'm finally able to get the freedom ending under the time limit and unlock the speedrun achievement. I head back to the start and grab Petunia in order to get the secret disco ending. To get this Easter egg, you have to take the bucket down to the mind control facility, press the first button with the light bulb on it, and then take a catwalk across to press the button with the camera on it.
Monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be
Everything's gonna be okay, Bucket, don't worry.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the
Bucket!
bucket been told to do things it didn't wish
Yes,
to do?
you're included, Bucket.
Kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
I don't know.
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Bucket, why don't you just tell me?
After waiting for about 2 minutes, the gates to the catwalk open again, and I can head back to the first platform and press the button with the light bulb once again.
What's happening, Bucket? Secret mode engaged! Let's go! This is awesome! It's me and Bucket hanging out and we're dancing.
You know, I thoroughly enjoyed this. Way more than heaven with those stupid buttons. All good things must come to an end. Petunia and I waved goodbye to the disco as we took the lift up to the facility power area.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Not a
For
human
he
life,
and
but
the
a bucket!
But at the last second, the bucket jumped
It was
in
the
and pressed
bucket who did
button
it!
To turn on the controls.
Bucket,
Stanley
how could you?
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along?
Bucket, you're evil! I already knew that from the Out of Bounds ending.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
No.
When suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
Silly birds.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Whoa. Bird.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another. And then
This is awesome.
This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds.
This one's really silly.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
I knew you would never do such a thing, Bucket. Bucket,
Stanley
you
marveled at
knew.
the metal genius in his hand.
Wow, these birds are
Stanley and the
silly.
Bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Oh my god, that
Of
owl!
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
I don't think it can get much better than this.
If only Petunia and I could have stayed forever watching live streams of silly birds. But alas, there are more achievements to unlock, more endings to be seen. Petunia and I go back to the mind control facility, abstaining from the disco this time around, despite much protest from Petunia. I hit the off button, awaiting our fate as Man and Bucket.
Stanley and the Bucket waited in blackness.
Because this would normally be the freedom ending, right?
Yes, they had done it.
I'm gonna be free with the
Stanley and
bucket.
the Bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh, did it get
What?
stuck?
Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be
No,
free?
Bucket, we need to get out of here.
Until
No.
finally the truth hit Stanley square in the
Am I gonna have
face.
to throw Bucket
This
over there?
building did not want the Bucket to leave.
Oh no.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the Bucket.
No.
Needed the soothing warmth of the Bucket. Would go to any lengths not to part with the Bucket.
But the Bucket's mine.
Stanley can't leave this place. Not
then I
while
would
he
have to
has such a
leave
precious
Bucket.
Bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the Bucket.
At least I do.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my Bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
We've been through worse, Stanley.
And there we have it, the Freedom Bucket ending. Although I'm not really sure if that counts as freedom, maybe in the allegory of the cave sort of way. Petunia and I end up back in the boss's office to check out the bathroom that has sort of become a new memory zone.
Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Now remembering content from a while ago. Oh, I see. This is how you go back.
Yes, the memory zone acts like sort of a scene selection that lets you go back through and get the Bucket versions of the endings you otherwise wouldn't be able to see again due to the progression of the game. We hop onto the cart and I enjoy this ride even more now that I have some company. Eventually it drops us off at the elevator, which we hop on into.
Wait, Stanley. I've just now realized. That Bucket you're holding, it's the Bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
Oh no.
How did you get your hands on it?
Uh-oh.
Isn't this the preview to the sequel?
Uh-oh.
This makes no sense.
I've been found out.
Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas for the
Well, you must have, because I have the
I
bucket.
don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order. So this means you must have already been to my exhibit on the Stanley Parable too. Because how else would you have the bucket? The infinite hole. The gym button. Did you see them already?
Wait, it said the giant door.
Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them.
There was an error.
They're not even close to finished. How did they look? When you saw them, were they captivating? Were they exciting?
They were really
Did they
good. I really
fulfill
liked the whole...
promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be. Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
No, that part you still struggled on.
If the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
I guess you're right.
Yes.
The bucket was
You
great.
carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win!
I feel like a lot of these endings leave him in psychological turmoil, so it's nice we could let him think he did something right for a change. With only a few endings left, it was time to get the Heaven Bucket ending. I quickly make my way around the office, entering the inputs into all 4 of the required computers again. Then I just reset over and over and over again until we get the seed we need to get to heaven.
Blue room.
All of his co-workers were gone.
This room is blue.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What's this?
Obviously, I have to turn on dog mode, which is also what I call my life now that I have 2 dogs that require my constant 24/7 attention. Because if I even look away from them for 2 seconds, oh my god, where his arms go? Well, as fun as the whiteboard ending was, it was time to get back to resetting until we could finally get the bucket heaven ending. Eventually, after what feels like hours, I get the right reset and grab Petunia. We head back to Stanley's office so we can enter the final input and be raptured together.
What the heck? This is heaven? This looks... Oh, we're in hell. We're definitely in hell, I've just realized. The bucket sent us straight to hell. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it seems like for all its war crimes, the buckets was sentenced to an eternity in bucket hell. Can't tell if that's better or worse than regular hell. I end up back at the cargo lift for the cold feet ending, where I need to activate the cargo lift without actually getting on it.
Okay, I think for this one you just go like that. This...
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back.
Uh-oh.
You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor.
I've been down this path before.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump.
I don't think
Don't
I
tell
will.
me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right, if you say so.
Whoops.
Oh.
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Yeah, you should have seen that coming.
You know the drill by now. We of course have to go back to the same ending, but this time with Petunia in tow. I'm hoping she can save us from falling to our death, which is maybe a lot to ask of a bucket, but hey, she's done more with less.
The cargo lift, yes.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay.
I've got the bucket.
Bucket?
Yeah, it's gonna save
You know
me.
that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices.
Is that true?
It's true.
Oh, okay.
You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Oh, I get it. It's like a Minecraft reference.
I'm serious, Stanley. Jump. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die.
If you say so. I mean, I do have bucket now. Come on, Petunia. We got this.
Whoops.
Nope.
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on the damn demon bucket, not me. Obviously, she was supposed to save me, and I've never done anything wrong in my entire life, ever. Now, it was finally time to finish this dang baby button once and for all.
No. Oh my god, that was so close. Holy crap. Holy crap.
After clicking 2 buttons for 4 hours straight, victory was within my grasp. Just a few more button clicks and I would have the achievement and finally get to watch that baby burn with glee.
I know we said this would go on for 4 hours, but what if you never stopped? Think about it.
Oh my god.
You could just keep going forever.
No.
Visitors would come from around the world to see the man who never stopped pushing the buttons. You would be famous. That's what you've always wanted, right?
That's basically my
That
life, kind of.
power of artistic beauty to flow through you for all of eternity. You could have both of these things. We'll talk about it when you get there.
Oh no, I thought I was it.
Oh, dang it.
But even the narrator's heartless teasing won't deter me. I've come this far and nothing can stop me.
This is it. The entire building begins to shake due to how close I am.
Just 10 more button presses.
What's going on?
Nearly there, Stanley. Art itself is about to
What happened?
burrow. You heartless bastard.
No,
Did
you're
you do it because you
joking!
hate babies or purely to spite me?
You're joking!
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what
You're
to do.
joking!
I have ideas.
No, I thought I
can't
clicked the
think of a
puppy
single
button.
thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to
Oh
try.
my god.
I'm out.
You're
I'm done.
joking. I'm actually gonna cry.
Oh, did I do it?
Yes. After 3 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds, I had failed to press the baby button. 4 hours completely wasted straight down the drain.
Now, while a lesser 100%er would say, well, I basically did it, plus there's not even an achievement for this. I'm not like those other 100%ers. No, I'm much stupider. So I went back, started another run through the right door, jumped off the cargo lift, through the blue door, past the leaderboard, until I had made it back to the baby button again. And now I'm subjected to another 4 hours straight of baby button pressing.
Here we go again. Oh god. I can't believe I'm doing this twice.
Like, why does it have to be so loud, too? You know what I mean? Like, at least I could, like, do it in the background, maybe put on a YouTube video or something. But, like, because it's so loud, I can't do anything else. I can't focus on anything else. But also, midway through, I know the dog version is gonna come through, so I need to be listening for when it switches over. So I can't mute the game while I just do this, because I need to be aware of when this starts to switch. I do genuinely think that, like, all games are basically just this, if you think about it, right? Pretty much much all games are just like pressing a button to prevent certain demise, right? Pretty much all of life is that. Like, you know, if you think about it, like eating breakfast is kind of like pushing a button where you're trying not to die. Like, we're really just like doing things to keep this foolish mortar coil going. Just to keep things going, you just keep pushing buttons. You know, you push a button to make money, and then you use that money to like purchase goods. So really, this is like the perfect video game because it's just like bared all of the essence of what a video game is, like down to its elements. You know, there's no frills or twirls. It doesn't need to have all these other elements because this is the central gameplay loop of every single game. It's a fundamentalist approach, and really, like, I do think that, like, as a society, as we approach a more consumeristic view, right, where people are like more obsessed with like maximalism and just like purchasing as much as possible, having goods, and goods equivocate to value, I do think that like a minimalist game like this is like very respectable, where it's like, this is just like what it is, you know what I mean? There's no need to have all these frills and twirls that don't mean anything. The game is just pushing a button, so why not just make the entire game pushing the button? No matter how many times you reset it, will like crawl towards the fire. It's kind of like my grandma. Like, no matter how many times we threw away all her mail and sorted everything, she would find a way to have her identity stolen. I've never really was a Family Guy growing up, but I do think if I had to choose my favorite, I would probably go with a controversial, unconventional pick, and maybe say Meg, because I think it's pretty funny that like everybody universally in the Family Guy universe just kind of hates her. Or maybe Stewie, because he's pretty funny. So after 2 straight hours of losing my mind pressing the baby button, we once again get introduced to the puppy button, and it's back to pressing the 2 of them again. Now, something I didn't really talk about before is not only is it super annoying to have to press these 2 buttons, but it's also pretty tough to actually do, as the timing on hitting both of them is not very generous, which means you need to stay extremely focused as you press both. But as I approach the 3.5 hour of pressing these 2 buttons, something begins to happen. Doing this one repetitive action over and over again has my mind unfurling at the seams. I lose all sense of reality as I desperately try to stay focused on pressing the buttons. But as I cling to this run with every fiber of my being, disaster strikes. No! Oh no! No! I have to do it all again! I'm freaking joking! No! Oh, you're freaking joking, man. Yes, that really just happened. I failed to press the button again, which means now, after 7.5 hours of attempts, I need to try pressing this stupid button a 3rd time. I can't even. I hate this so much, man. How many times I'm gonna need to do this? Has anybody else failed this as many times as me? It's gonna show like freaking somebody who's never played a video game before doing this on their very first try. Cut to me, and this is supposed to be my god dang job on my 3rd attempt of just clicking 2 buttons that are moderately far from each other. They're not even that far. They're just like kind of at an awkward angle. But despite a good number of close calls, I had loitered my gurns for another 4 hours of button pressing. So finally, after 11.5 hours straight of button pressing, I had finally gotten to the end of this stupid button game. Oh, yes.
Art itself is about to burrow into...
Please, this is the end. I don't care. Just please let me be done. Please. Please, just shut up. Let me be done. Come on. Yes! Okay, what is this that I did this all for? Fear me, mortal. I am the essence of divine art. Okay. Others but you cannot read this text. Yeah, I know. Nobody else would be stupid enough to do this 3 times. Know that when you die, I will personally carry your spirit across the river Blixwin into my garden built with the emotions of a flower, okay? What? I don't care. What happens to me now? I was gonna get like sucked off by the narrator or something. There we will live together. We will dance and eat and sin, and you will do improv comedy. Oh my god, it's hell. Based on suggestions from me for all eternity. Oh god. Oh no. This put me into the bad place, y'all. I went straight to hell. They're like, nobody else would do this 3 times. This is your reward for your work here today. Oh, great. Improv comedy. Oh boy, just what I wanted. Go now, live your normal human existence and await me in the life that follows this one. Oh god, I don't know if I will. That is an argument of ever to not kill myself. Like, I gotta keep going because this sounds much worse than my current reality. And that was it. All that for that. a white screen, and 45 seconds of dialogue. Awesome. Awesome. Worth it. Worth it. Awesome, man. Awesome. Dude, that's so dude. Great stuff, man. Thanks, Stanley. God, Farley just farted. Maybe I don't want to be in this reality, bro. After all that suffering, all that pain, all those hours spent pressing the button, god darn it, it was finally time to do what I wanted to do for 12 hours and let that stupid baby burn. This time you're gonna have to go straight into the fire, brother. No. Burn. Burn, baby.
You heartless bastard.
See ya.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you
okay.
for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just
What?
to ease the pain.
Sure.
This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Where are we going? We're in Firewatch! Ew. Oh, I hated this game. I don't care. This game was so boring.
To me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
No, it's just a bunch of boring BS for like 3 hours. God, this was the worst game I ever played.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
A different game? Oh no, I have to keep playing Firewatch. Yes, I'm sure you can tell how much I love this game. Forget the bucket hell, being stuck in this game is my actual hell. I'll take button heaven over this. But during all of my moaning and groaning, unlike Firewatch, something actually happens.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing.
Boring
that big,
abyss.
Open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens.
I am honestly glad we avoided it.
Let's find another game.
Yeah, anything's better than this.
Something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Is this Rocket League? Oh my god. All games I hate. I wander around Rocket League for a bit, absolutely mauling that they picked two of my least favorite games of all time. But I don't want to rain on C Narrator's parade. At least he seems excited. Yeah, give me the ball.
Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Yeah, let's play sports ball.
And do a touchdown together.
Let's do it.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
The ball! Oh, I'm gonna get a... Oh my god, I'm running! Holy crow. This is awesome. Okay, you know what? This is fun. Maybe if they did Rocket League without the cars, I would actually like it. Wait, that's not how it works in the game.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I don't know! Oh, what the heck?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Where the heck am I?
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
Oh! I fell down another hole. This hole is feeling very infinite. The heck? Oh, where am I? Fell into the back rooms, bro. 4, 2, 3. Oh, I should find my office. On my way to find my office, I stumble upon this spooky computer straight out of this Resident Evil game. After exhausting every possible option, I leave. Then suddenly everything goes black.
I wonder what he found.
Not much.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
And that was 100% of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So what did I think? This game is an indie classic, and even though you just watched me achieve every single ending, please check out this game. You will not regret it. It's hilarious, and there's tons and tons of dialogue for contingencies I didn't even include in here. Insane Easter eggs, special rooms, and lore are something that I didn't even bother getting into because I am tired from my FNAF video. No more lore ever. And if you're looking for some more comedic games to watch me 100%, why not check out my 100% of There Is No Game? It's got very similar fourth wall breaking vibes. Or if multiple endings are more of your thing, check out this one on Papers, Please. Alright, thanks for watching, and let me know what games you want me to 100% next. Bye!